Hello, this is Harold's Prog Rock Show Part 85. This is another show about ranking 20 prog rock albums from the 80s. This is in fact part 2. And number 20 in this part 2 show is Eddie Jobson with his album Zinc the Green Album. It's a very good album. Here we see Eddie Jobson. We know Eddie Jobson from UK and Roxy Music, and this is really good. He is singing actually on this album. Lots of keyboards on this album and electric violins. Okay, then we go to U2. Is it Prog? I don't know. I like the album. It's The Unforgettable Fire with photos, artwork from Dutchman Anton Corbijn. And this is The Unforgettable Fire, also on this album Pride and MLK, Martin Luther King. Then another one, U2, The Joshua Tree, the best sold U2 album with I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, and Where the Streets Have No Name, and Mothers of the Disappeared. A really good album, a real classic from the 80s. Then we go to John Wetton, Caught in the Crossfire, 1980, the sound of the album is a mixture from UK and Asia. It's a good one. Then we go to Free. This album is called To the Power of Free. It's in fact Keith Emerson, Robert Barry, and Carl Palmer. And on this one we have Desde La Vida, which is a long song from 8 minutes long, and On My Way Home, which is dedicated to Tony Stratton Smith, the boss from Charisma, who died in 1988. Okay, a nice album. And then we go to Camel, The Single Factor, a good album. I like it a lot. And on this one we have also Anthony Phillips from Genesis. Then we go to Steve Hackett with Highly Strung. On this album we have Camino Royale, Cell 151, India Rubber Man, and Hackett to Pieces. It's a good album, Highly Strung. Steve Hackett from Genesis. Then we go to Rush, Grace Under Pressure. An 80s classic from Rush. Here we see the guys in the band, Alex Lifeson, Neil Peart, and Geddy Lee. Rush, Grace Under Pressure. Okay, then we go to Asia with Astra, the third album, with on guitar Mandy Meyer. The rest of the band is John Wetton, Jeff Downs, and Carl Palmer. A good album, Asia, Astra, with a robot girl. The artwork is done by Roger Dean. Then another Asia album, the second one, Alpha. On this one we have Steve Howe on guitar. And again, the artwork is done by Roger Dean. Then we go to Simple Minds, Street Fighting Years. Is it Prog? I don't know. I think it's Prog. On this one we have Belfast Child and a cover from a song by Peter Gabriel, Biko. This is a really good album. Then we go to New God Dream, also from the Simple Minds, and it's a real classic. I like it a lot. I've listened a lot to this album. On this one we have the hit single Promised You a Miracle. And also on this one, Big Sleep, which is very, very emotional and very good. Then we go to Simple Minds, Sparkle in the Rain, also very good. I like it a lot, with Waterfront, their famous hit single. Then we go to Kate Bush, Hounds of Love, and on this one we have Running Up That Hill, and Cloudbusting. Cloudbusting is my favorite Kate Bush song. This album is from 1985. Kate Bush with Hounds of Love. Then we go to ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, with the album Time. And on this one we have Here Is the News. This is a concept album and it's really good. It's fantastic. Okay, then we go to my top five. Number five is Queen's Rights with Operation Mindcrime. This album was a big influence on Dream Theater, so this is a very important album in the prog metal scene, and it's really good. It's very, very powerful. It's a concept album, Operation Mindcrime by Queen's Rights. Queen's Rights is from the USA. Then we go to Dead Can Dance. Dead Can Dance in the Realm of Dying Sun. This is a very emotional album, very heavy and very melodic. I like it a lot. I've listened a lot to this one. This is my number four. Then we go to my number three, Genesis with the Mama album, self-titled, 1983. And on this one, we have the hit single Mama, which is very good, and Home by the Sea and Second Home by the Sea. Very good, real classics from Genesis. And also on this one, Just a Job to Do and Silver Rainbow. Silver Rainbow is also very, very good, very powerful, very melodic. Genesis with the self-titled album Genesis. On this one, we have Phil Collins on vocals and drums, Tony Banks on keyboards, and Mike Rutherford on bass and guitar. Another one from Genesis, my number two. This is Abacab, and on Abacab we have, of course, the title track Abacab, very good. Me and Tara Jane, which is a ballad. Dodo Lurker, which is a long song, 10 minutes long. It's very progressive. And Man on the Corner, Like It or Not, and Another Racket. Lots of good songs on this one. Then we have my number one, which is Genesis Juke from 1980. On this one, we have the hit single Turn It On Again. And at the end of the album, we have a very progressive piece of music, which is Juke's Travels and Juke's End, 10 minutes long altogether. And it's very, very good. Tony Banks, Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford, Genesis Juke. My number one from this show. Okay, this was my show about ranking 20 albums from the 80s. I love the 80s. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel, write something in the comments. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.